All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim al Shah, Wahawah Hakodash, the modest apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to your leg, which you ought to be. It's your brother Hawaii got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites better shame of looking like heathens, who spit by witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. In the name of Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shah, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, who is Christos, or Yeshua. Quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's Holy Spirit, so Holy Spirit, whether you believe it or not. And I really just wanted to, I'm gonna keep it short. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to counting the costs, hey, the truth hurts. A lot of people will kill you for it. You know, yeah, they might try to mess you over and stuff, but then if you still being consistent, he'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? Look at actually. I'm gonna start off this. This is Matthew 16:4. It says, "A wicked and adulterous generation." Now, when it's in red, that's Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign." It says, "And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas." Right. So I want to get this. This Luke 11:30. And it says, "For as Jonas is Jonah, like the book of Jonah, the one who got swallowed in the whale for 3 days. He was in the belly of hell for 3 days. This is who it's referring to. It says, for Jonah was a sign unto the Ninevites." You know what I'm saying? It says, meaning the Israelites that was in Nineveh. You see, it says, "So shall also the Son of Man be to this generation." You know what I'm saying? And that's Yahushua while he was on the scene, and now the word, because he comes in the volume of the book, as it says in Psalms 40:7. You see, right, and the many works and prophecies that's come to pass and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That is the sign. And people, people don't like being told about themselves. This is Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet." That's how you know you had to be outside as well. It says, "And shew my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins." You know what I'm saying? And people don't like hearing that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the sign. You know what I'm saying? So this is um um bear with me. This is I'm gonna get this one. That's 528. It's Acts 5:28. And it says, saying, well, I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, "Now when the high priest and the captain of the temple and the chief priests heard these things, they doubted of them whereunto this will grow. It says, then came one and told them, saying, Behold, the men whom you put in prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people." Remember, uh, uh, It tells you that in Revelations 2 and 10. You know, saying that the devil shall cast some of you into prison, and it's going to be based off this word. You know, what they're going to do is do the same thing that Yahushua, what happened to Yahushua. You know, you're going to have wicked of Israel that they're going to use. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, to bring false accusations, because more than likely they're getting paid to do so. They're going to bring false accusations, claim that they're real. They're going to move the people where it's going to be one-sided, and most people think this way when it comes down to judgment. They don't take both sides and stuff. What they do is take one side and go with it. You know, and whichever one is cringy, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what it is and stuff, you know, people are people are uh, uh, people are going to choose, you know what I'm saying, you know, whatever it is and stuff that sounds better to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have a lot of people and stuff who knows how to guide people's minds and stuff that way. So when them false accusations come, like the grape, the you know, prostitution, you know, when it sounds like somebody's a racist or or you know or false influencer or whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, that stuff, a lot of people, when those things come up or those different categories come up and stuff, they don't think twice. Whoever you blaming, yes, they automatically, and they automatically guilty. That's the mind frame of a lot of people and stuff who ain't even in judgment seats, right? So we can go to prison for this word. You see, so this Acts. This is Acts 5 and 25. It says, "Then came one and told them, saying, Behold, the men whom ye put in prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people. Then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, last minute that not they should have been stoned. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council. And the high priest asked them, saying, Did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name?" Eventually down the line, teaching in the name of Yahweh and Yahweh and stuff. Guess what? They're gonna be like, stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? You see, and it says, and it's not just going to be those of authority and stuff for the wicked circumcision and stuff. It's going to also be people and stuff who has power within this world. You know what I'm saying, right? It says who's against it. So it says verse 28. It says saying, it says saying, Did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? It says, And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. It says, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey Yahweh Bashim Yahshua rather than men. You see, it says, The power of our fathers raised up Yahushua, whom ye slew and hang on the tree. So they didn't want to be blamed for that and stuff, right? But Yahushua was a prophet as well. You see, you know, and what did they do? They slain him. They killed him. You know what I'm saying? For what he was saying. That's why when you hear Christianity, you know what I'm saying, they try to say that the Lord was all about love and this, that, and the third. First and foremost, why would he be sent? Why you give correction to somebody and stuff who's already living the correct way? Secondly, why would you kill somebody and stuff who was cool with the wickedness that you people was doing? Why would you kill somebody like that? That don't make sense. So what was Yahushua doing? He was checking them, like, y'all need to stop doing this and stop doing that. And the main ones who wanted them dead and stuff was the wicked of the circumcision. You see, they was envious, and it tells you that in Mark the 15th chapter. You see, right, right. So you can go to jail for this. Uh, uh, Thrown in prison for it, whatever and stuff, right? Right. So I'm gonna grab this because you got a lot of John 6:2s out here as well. You know what I'm saying? They think by killing you, they do the most high service. And most of those people and stuff, the only thing they can quote of any type of laws in the Bible and stuff is in the Ten Commandments in Exodus the 20th chapter. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, thou shalt not kill. You're going to that word kill means murder. You see, you know, to premeditated killing. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? Especially something, for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. So this is Luke 11. This is Luke 11. Now this is talking about the false, uh, uh, the wicked of the circumcision. So this is Luke 11, but it can also be those who disagree, even though they're not of the circumcision. You can have those who disagree that's in another religion, that's in a religion or whatnot and stuff. They can be a Muslim, it can be Islam, it can be Buddha, shaman, Catholic, you know what I'm saying, Satanist, they could be an atheist, you know what I'm saying, they could be all those things. Or even in Christianity and stuff, because Christianity is a religion, you know what I'm saying, it's not the truth, you know what I'm saying. And the thing is that you can have an individual who believe in those doctrines and whatnot and stuff, and they'll kill you for what is being said, you know, if it's uh, 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 what they call it, that old saying, right on the money. You got that, or you have uh, 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 I don't want to say know it all, but it's like what's how it goes. He too, if you on point for your own good, too on point for your own good, right? Right. So this is Luke 11 and in 46. It says, and he said, "Woe unto you also, ye lawyers, for ye laid men with burdens grievous to be borne." And that they was telling people and stuff to do certain things, you know what I'm saying, that was absurd, right? It says, and ye yourselves touch not the burdens with one of your fingers, meaning that they was giving out, it's like, do this, do that, but then at the same time, they weren't trying to do it themselves. Verse 47, it says, woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them. It says, truly ye bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your fathers, for they indeed, right, killed them. It says, and ye build the sepulchres. It says, therefore also said the wisdom of the Most High, I will send them prophets and apostles. The word apostle means send forth. Really, all of us will be apostles and stuff that bring forth this word. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because apostle, the word means sent forth. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right. And that's what a prophet, that's what a prophet, a teacher, evangelist, that's what they would do. Right. And it says, verse 49 again, it says, therefore also said the wisdom of the Most High, I will send them prophets and apostles. You know what I'm saying? As it says in Jeremiah 3:15, men after the Most High's heart. You know what I'm saying? That would teach them understanding. Uh, uh, I believe that's how it says. Bear with me. It's Jeremiah 3:15. It says, and I will give you pastors, which is a prophet, according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Right? So I'm going back to that Luke 11 and 46. 40, 49, 48. It says, truly ye bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your fathers, for they indeed killed them, and ye build their sepulchres. It says, therefore also said, uh, uh, therefore also said, the wisdom of the Most High, I will send them prophets and apostles. It says, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. Verse 50, that the blood of all the prophets, it said all of them. And this listing, that's not all the prophets. It says that the blood of all the prophets, meaning the ones who's been slain, it says, which was shed from the foundation of the world, meaning in the beginning, may be required of this generation. You see, and it said this generation is not talking about just Christians. You have other individuals out there who believed in other things, you see, right? And the thing is that uh, 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 they killed them. Esau, Esau, well, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, verse 51, it says, from the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, which is Zechariah, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. You see, so there's going to be individuals and stuff who's going to get slain. Our lots is to die. You got the seven Maccabees brothers. King Antiochus got 8 souls that he gonna have to pay for. You know what I'm saying? And many others. You know, those who believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshai and stuff. Guess what? People don't like that. The brother Mike Allah from GMS Motivation and Inspiration. He had did a sit down talking about how another we're on a higher level than most of these people and stuff, you know. And the higher level is you trying to be as closest to Yahushua, which is good, and Yahushua was about his father's business and stuff. So he was doing what his father, uh, uh, he was doing, you know, what the father considered to be as good, because even he said himself, he said they was like good master, you know what I'm saying, you know. And look, Yahweh Shah was like, why callest thou me good, for there is only one good, and that's the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying, you know. But he was doing the best. Well, he kept it 100%. But the thing is that uh, you know, the higher vibration is the performance of the laws, because it's holy, you know what I'm saying, and having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because you know the Lord's a balanced power, so you have to have both. You got to have faith in the performance. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the Lord is not going to save somebody who has faith. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they don't do anything that He says. He's not doing that. You know, you'll have faith to another deity and stuff because you will show within your actions and stuff that's what you're down for. You see, and that's idolatry. And the Lord ain't down for that, right? Um, you know, right? So there's going to not just be wicked of the circumcision that's going to try to put us to death. It's going to also be the heathens, and it's going to also be 2/3 of Israel, or rebellious of Israel. Let's say that. You see, right? So this is I might as well get it. Uh, well, the scripture says, "Strive on the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee, because some of us will be slain." This is Wisdom of Solomon, and this is usually will be done in the concentration camp, right? And this is going into the heathens, right? So this is wisdom. Well, Esau, Edom, first and foremost. This is Wisdom of Solomon in Apocrypha chapter 2, verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of age. And as it says in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 50th verse, that they regard, uh, uh, um, go to it. It's Deuteronomy 28:50. It says, a nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor shew favor to the young. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, it was during the Roman persecution underneath Titus, you know what I'm saying, you know, who became general. And Vespasian, his father and stuff, became emperor. You know what I'm saying? But they was putting a lot of taxes on people and whatnot and stuff, and it caused a lot of people to revolt, you know what I'm saying, in unbearable living conditions and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know. And Israel either fled or they fought back and whatnot, and Esau, Edom, a full-blood spirit Caucasians. which made up majority of the Roman army. You know what I'm saying? What did they do? They showed no mercy, just like they're gonna do today. I mean, not today, but and during these times. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." So they're old. They don't care, right? Verse 11, it says, "Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn." See, right? Those who seek after righteousness and thirst after righteousness shall always be filled. And the thing is that, they're not going to be down for this world and stuff. That's why the Lord called it a little sanctuary and stuff. Why is that? Because it's only few. Remnant means a small number. It's only a few out of the billions of people that's on this, or billion or trillion people that's on the earth. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few and stuff who consider Yahweh Shem Shai's ways to be the right way. You see, majority of the people that's out here, men, women, and child and stuff, they don't care. You see, they want the broad way, but the broad way is going to lead to destruction. But they wanted to lead them into salvation, which is the only deliverance that they're getting is being delivered from the right way and to go to a miss. So that's going to get them destroyed. And it says, verse 12 again, it says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn." Meaning that he ain't down for this world and stuff, right? It says, "He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law." Psalms 50 and 16. It says, in verse 17, it says, "And objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education." Verse 13, it says, "He professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calls himself the child of the Lord." It says, "He was made to reprove our thoughts." And that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Prophesy against Mount Seir. Just like how Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, referring to the Israelites. Mount Seir is a people before it's a place, and it's talking about the Edomites. You see, right? And it says, it says, "He was made to reprove our thoughts." That Isaiah 58 and 1. Because Jeremiah also reproved the heathens as well. Verse 15, it says, "He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion." Verse 16, it says, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits." Micah 2, 1 through 2. Uh, uh, um, I think it's First Maccabees 3 and 48, and then you get Joel 9 and 24, and multiple others. You see, that's why they call themselves Jewish and not just Jews. There's a reason that everybody else say Jews, but the ones who claim to be Jews, they call themselves Jewish or Israeli. So it says, verse 16 again, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He is standing from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High Yahweh is his Father. He said, let us see if his words be true." And you got a lot of people out there, he's saying he gonna get saved if he go through this and go through that. Well, let's try it out, like it's trial and error. You know, you know. Let's see if the mouse make it to the cheese. You know what I'm saying? That's how they on. This is what these people on, and that's why they wicked. You know, it says, "Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies." And what people don't understand, being delivered from the hands of your enemies, if you die, you don't have to worry about these motherfuckers no more. right? You don't have to deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? And you clearly endure to the end. If they killing you for the word's sake, they ain't gonna kill you for nothing else. They gonna kill you for the word's sake. It says, uh, it says, uh, it says, verse 18, it said, for if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him. They want that gigantic hand to come out the sky and stuff. Nah, you just gonna get translated. You're gonna be up out of there. It says, deliver him from the hand of his enemies. The Lord most definitely will. Verse 19, it says, let us examine him with the spitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. You see, verse 21, such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. It says, verse 22, it says, as for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, meaning they didn't want to go, they didn't want to be righteous. It says, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls, because in the end, we're going to be blameless, right? So this is, um, we're going to get a crown of life, you see? We're going to get a crown of life. The Lord's going to be with us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it. We're going to endure it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, bear with me. So the Lord gonna be with us. You know what I'm saying? You see, if you die, you just being translated. You know what I'm saying? You getting beamed up. Like in certain video games and stuff, if your shield is gone and stuff, and when you like Crash Bandicoot, you know what I'm saying? When you don't have the mask no more and whatnot and stuff to protect you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The next thing that you hit, or if you get hit by something and stuff, what happens? You fly up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? With the angel and the harp and all that and stuff, right? Right. Um, right. So this is as it says in Ecclesiastes 12:7. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh goes back to the ground and stuff, but your spirit goes back to the Heavenly Father. Right. So when it comes down to this, when it comes down to this, um, you know, don't trip. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't look at it as, man, the Lord don't want me. Nah, it might be just your life. Maybe what I call it is the early crown. Because if you die earlier than some harsh ass things that's finna come to pass and stuff, shit, the Lord got you. So this Isaiah 57:1, it says, the righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. And merciful, because we get punished, we get judged. You know what I'm saying? People want to try us and stuff, and it's like, why would you want to choose this way, right? 1 Peter 4:1, it says, and merciful men are taken away. It says, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. You see, you know, you know. So if you getting put to death and whatnot and stuff, it's because the Lord is taking you away from the evil to come, the famine. He's taking you away from that. You know, uh, uh, um, and time is different in the spirit realm. You see, it says that's 1,000 days. No, 1,000 years is to us is no, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years for us and whatnot and stuff. So speaking as a man, you get put to death and whatnot and stuff. The next time you open your eyes, it's either you in a chariot seeing America being blown to bits, you know what I'm saying, on fire, you know what I'm saying, or you with Yahweh Shai and stuff, and you about to sit up here and do damage. You see, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the third chapter, in the various spiritual power sit down. Scriptures. You see, right? Um, Verse 2, it says, he shall enter into peace. It says, they shall rest in their beds, each one walking in his uprightness. And that's talking about being in the kingdom. That's talking about being in the kingdom, but with the Most High and stuff. Because evidently you labor to enter your rest. It's just that your lot was to die. This is Daniel's 12:13. It says, It says, but go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. You see, you know, your destiny, your what's the other word? Um, your fate. You see. So I'm gonna close it out with I'm gonna get this. This Revelations 2:10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. It can even be death. Behold, the devil shall come, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And it's not just gonna now, it's gonna be Esau, Edom, of course, you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna also be other individuals, you know what I'm saying, you know, uh, 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 those individuals in Acts the fifth chapter that put the apostles in prison and stuff. Those were Jakes. Those were Israelites. You see, it says that ye may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see, you know what I'm saying. Verse 11, it says, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And that's talking about thermonuclear fire. You see, you know, so we're giving them warning. They don't want to hear it. They seek for a sign and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only sign that the Lord has given them are the prophets, and they hate that sign. They wish it was something else, you see. Or some people wish that they were the prophets and whatnot and stuff. And it's like, you should be worried about if the Lord predestined you to make it. You know what I'm saying? But it do say covet the prophesy and stuff, you know what I'm saying, too. But that's righteous jealousy, not evil envy and jealousy and stuff. Right. And just just just, count the cost. You know what I'm saying? Count the cost. This Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You know what I'm saying, right? Verse 21, it says, for there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. People gonna be like, damn, you gonna really, put your life on the line for this? And it's gonna be like, yes. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because it's an early crown. Lord willing, you be part of the elect, 144,000, or the 1/3, or the or the ones who's written in the book of life, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have everlasting shame and contempt, but everlasting joy and what it say? It's like it. This Daniel's 12:2. This Daniel's 12:2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. It says, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So you come to everlasting life. That's better than having everlasting shame and contempt and stuff. You know, you know. So if you die for it, you know what I'm saying? How Shah died for it and stuff, and guess what? He's second in command underneath Yahweh. He's very important deity. You see, and wouldn't that would be way better than sending for a season with these people and they ass get burnt to smithereens. Because the ones who even if you get into a bunker in America and stuff, it's a rich one and stuff. You know that you're going to get pulled up out of that and stuff by men of the Lord. It's going to be with spiritual powers and stuff, looking like Kal-El, Superman, Batman with superpowers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't had none. But in the different comics and stuff, I'm seeing that the man's had powers. You know what I'm saying? And and just to put it out there, if Batman has superpowers and the knowledge that he has and stuff, right? You know, I'm a fan of Batman. When it come down to it, um, um, and Flash, and but it's the wisdom that he has and stuff. Because remember, they're not letting. That's why they was worried about Shazam being on the team and stuff, because Shazam had the wisdom of a 10-year-old boy. He looked unqualified. Now he had the power, of course, but since he was 10 years old, it's like your wisdom ain't there. And here it is, you had an individual and stuff who was on the Justice League. Now I know what he did. You know what I'm saying? I know what he did and stuff, right? But regardless of anything that, you can take it however you want. But when it comes down to it and stuff, he had the wisdom. That's why they accepted him. Now all of them had wisdom too, but Batman had wisdom of different planets and all their lives and stuff before even meeting them. You see, and they looked at him as being like, you're qualified to be on our team. You see, you know, imagine him with the same powers as Superman and stuff. Shit, Batman will be lethal as hell. He already lethal already, but he'll be even more lethal if he had powers of Superman, and not his weaknesses, but just the powers. Imagine a whole bunch of dark to light skinned men with melanin in their skin, with shine on them, or like ultra ultra instinct mastered, you know, and the and the aura that comes with that and stuff, and be able to shoot laser beams and do Kamehameha waves, and make swords out of nowhere and control the elements and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, because that's what's going to be the end goal if you endure to the end. In Matthew 24:13, it says, "But he that shall endure unto the end," right? Meaning that you took the whole death, right? They probably do death by injection, might be death by what was it, the electric chair, or the gas. You know what I'm saying, or decapitation. What they bringing back? They bringing back the where they blindfold you and they shoot you and they have you stand right there. I forgot what that's called. Uh, uh, you know, shoot, they hung you. I was shot. You see, and there's a video out there I did on one of my old pages, years ago. Uh, Kawhi Ban Yasharala. Yeah, uh, um, where it's a video and stuff to show you the immense pain that Yahushua went through. You see, and that's like I was watching Benji's one of his few videos. You know what I'm saying? He he's the ultimate warrior. You see, so, and he endured to the end. So this is the example and stuff that you want to go through, if that might be your life, because it might not be. It might not be. But all I'm saying is that if you did die, you at peace. You don't have to worry about nothing. You see, even Apostle Paul, when they killed Apostle Paul and stuff, and he saw the beauties of the kingdom and stuff, what he say? He said, "I'd rather be up in heaven with the Lord and stuff than be down here. But it's much needful for me to be down here." That's why he was resurrected, because it was much needful for him to be down there and stuff, because of his gifts. You know what I'm saying, that the Lord has given unto him stuff, just so he could wake up the Israelites and stuff who was falling the ways of the Gentiles, the heathens. You see, you know. But other than that, he said, "I'd rather be with the Lord," because he saw what was up there. He saw the kingdom. You see. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Harakakarash, the one of the apostles who great millstone. Salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom, Bob, Kwam Yasharala.